Welcome to You Against You podcast, and I'm your host, Deja Nicole. So, in today's episode, I will talk about how to become the main character. So, this is season 3, episode number 9. So, yes, I did talk about this in the first episode of season 3, which is titled How to Become Her. But this whole episode is different from that episode because this episode is just all about how to become the main character of your own story. But if you do want to listen to that episode link will be in the show notes from the Apple Podcast link, Spotify link, and YouTube link. All those links will be in the show notes down below. But let's just get into today's episode, besties. So, before we get into today's episode, we're going to go through the weekly updates like I always do in every episode. So, first thing first is a mental health checkup. So, how am I doing? How have I been? The answer is I've been doing good. Like, yesterday I got bad news about something, but hopefully Monday I can, situate it, have it all situated out. But I passed all my classes my spring semester, and especially the one class that I was struggling, I was failing that class. I was not doing so well. And I got a C because I've been asking questions, doing extra credit, and I do not do, but I did good in the last assignments and assessments, and I got a 90 on my final exam for that class, so that really helped my grade go from an F to a C. But yeah, I am doing good. School is going good. Well, it went well, and I have to wait about 3 weeks until I start my summer semester. Yes, I'm doing summer classes just because I'm planning to graduate in August, then in December. So, yeah. So, wish me luck when I do my summer semester. I take 2 starting on May 28th, and I take 2 starting on July 1st. So, 2 is from May 28th to June 28th, and then the other 2 are from July 1st to August 1st. So, it's literally a whole month. But wish me luck, besties. But yeah, my mental health has been doing well. I did well in school, not letting negative things get to me or trying not to overthink on things, but I am overthinking on some things still, but I do need to stop. But yeah, but let's just get on to the quote of the day. So the quote of the day is never let fear decide your future. And this really hits home, especially that I wanted to drop out of college because that one class that I was struggling in, and that was my fear. But I didn't, and I still worked hard towards that class, and I got the grade that I deserved. So just remember to never let fear decide your future, because in life there's going to be a lot of downs, and yeah, you're going to have fear, but if you let it decide your future, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities for yourself. Now, the affirmation of the day is: everything I need to be successful is available to me. And this is so true, especially in the time that we live in. We have internet, we have social media. I feel like this affirmation is relevant to everyone that can, make money online, do social media, and make an income out of it. But also, if I don't want to think about money and social media, you need happiness. You need excitement. You need a positive mindset to also be successful. So if you have that, that's everything that you need to, be successful, because you also need to have a positive attitude to help you stay motivated to go towards your goal. And then the journal prompt is: Are you the main character in your story? Yes and no. So again, the quote of the day is never let fear decide your future. Affirmation of the day is everything I need to be successful is available to me. And journal prompt is are you the main character in your story? You can always do the journal prompts because I always have it on Spotify under the questions, or you can just DM me, or you can just write it down and in a journal, and write it how much you want to say for your answer. But let's just get into the episode. I don't really want to make this a long episode because the last episode number 8, was like an hour and some minutes long. And I want to make this episode at least 30 to 45 minutes. So let's see if we can get it to that. So I just had to text one of my brand ambassadors for my business. So, yeah. Your girl is an entrepreneur. But yeah, go check out my business, Digital Beauty. The link for that will be in the show notes down below. And also go follow You Against You podcast on Instagram and on TikTok, which is You Against You by Deja. If you're watching this on YouTube, let's get to 50 subscribers. I think I have 42 subscribers, so let's get to 50 subscribers. So if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are listening to this on Spotify, don't forget to leave a rating. And if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a rating and a review, besties. But let's just get into the episode now. I'm so sorry. Sometimes things happen and it's just like you gotta tend to those. So the first thing you want to do, and by the way, get a notepad, get a pencil or a pen, or you can type this on your phone under the notes app. Everything will also be in the show notes. This whole list will be in the show notes, and I also will be making a Instagram post on this tomorrow because I am recording this on Saturday, May 4th, and it's supposed to be up tomorrow. And I have to edit this. I gotta edit tomorrow's video for my YouTube channel, and I have to edit some business content, and it's just yeah. But let's just get into the episode. So the first thing you want to do if you want to become the main character of your own story is to just stop comparing yourself to other people, and to also know that your time is coming. Everyone's time come at a different point of life for them, so don't rush through things. So stop comparing yourself to others, and also do not rush through things. I feel like we usually compare ourselves because of social media. Comparison is the thief of happiness. It's the thief of joy. And once you keep comparing yourself, after you do it once, after you do it twice, you're going to continue doing it, and then it's going to also halt you or stop you from going and reaching towards your goals, because you're seeing what other people are doing, but you are not doing what you need to do. And now that I think about this, because I did a YouTube video a few hours ago, which is kind of similar to this podcast episode, so I might have that YouTube video in the show notes if you want to go watch that, because I kind of did kind of a similar thing on my YouTube channel. But yeah, when you compare yourself to others, no matter if it's someone you know or if it's just through social media, you will start to hate yourself. And this whole season is about romanticizing your life, and just also when I think of romanticizing your life, it's doing things that you love, but also going through things at your own pace. Have the patience and just enjoy the journey, because once you start comparing yourself to others, you will start rushing through things, and you won't enjoy the journey of whatever you're going towards. So do not compare yourself, because it is the thief of happiness and joy. Now, the next thing, not first, but the next thing, which was actually the first thing, is stop people pleasing. So, I saw something today, and even though this is not like a Christian based podcast, but I am a Christian, but it was saying like how, God was never nice to people. He was kind to people, but he was never nice. And people in the comments like, when you're nice, you're kind of like you're seen as a people pleaser because you are nice. But when you're kind to people, you're not seen as a people pleaser, and you're kind because they deserve it, and you're like there for them. And I kind of agree with that. And being a people pleaser can really hurt like hell, and it's not good for you mentally and also emotionally, because you really get hurt every single freaking time. People will take advantage of you, and me being a people pleaser, I would say, or being a ex people pleaser is the word, it really does hurt. And sometimes you have to say no to make yourself feel better, to make yourself smile, and to make yourself happy. And this can be so hard for a lot of people, and it was so hard for me. And I still do with it here and there. It's not as much as before, but I feel like, especially the people who seem too nice, like, oh, they can never hurt a fly. That's who those are the people pleasers, and those are the people who are being people take advantage of. And you can't do that, especially if you just want to be the main character of your story. Because I feel like if you're a people pleaser, you're not the main character of your story. Everyone else that you're pleasing to make happy so you don't make them upset is the character or the main characters of your own story, and you don't want that. So if I was you, try to ask yourself, why you too nice? Why don't you have boundaries? And then ask yourself what boundaries that you need to set for people, no matter if it's friends, family, co-workers, acquaintances. Just ask yourself, what boundaries do I need to set for people? And this could help you stop being a people pleaser, because it's damaging your mental health, and you're going to hate yourself in the long run, because you're making everyone else happy, but you're not making yourself happy. The next thing is, remember, you make the rules and that you have control. So, like I said, you're the main character of your own story. This whole episode is all about being the main character. So, you are in control of your own story. You are in control on what you want to do in life. You're in control on what you do, and you're in control on what you say. And this is true for everyone, no matter if it's bad or good. You are in control of what you do, no matter if it's bad or good. You're in control of what you said, no matter if it's bad or good. And you are in control of what you think. We are in control with our own body. We know what's good for us, and we know what's bad for us. So you just have to take control for you. And this just goes back with the other thing I just said about being a people pleaser, because if you are a people pleaser, you are not in control of yourself. You think you are in control of yourself, but you're not, because like I said, you are pleasing people, and you are letting them control you. You are letting them make the rules for your life, but in fact, you are letting them, because you are in control of that. But if you stop being a people pleaser and you change that mindset, saying, this is my life, I got things to achieve, these are my rules, and I'm going to slay this. Oh, you will change that mindset, and you will have your own rules. You will have your own way on how you want to live, and you will be in control on the things that you're doing. You will be in control of your life, and you will rule the world. So the next thing is putting yourself first. Now this can be very controversial, and I have talked about this in a lot of podcast episodes, especially in season 2, which is all about healing girl era. But putting yourself first can be very hard for people because they are seen as selfish. And to be honest, how the hell can you care for other people if you're not putting yourself first and you're not taking care of yourself first? I feel like if you are taking care of people but you're not yourself, you are being selfish. That is being selfish. But if you are putting yourself first to get yourself right, to get yourself in the right state of mind to help people, that's not selfish. You're just doing what's right for you, and that's you putting yourself first. And sometimes you have to put your foot down to let people know that, because a lot of people don't get that, which is very crazy to me. But a lot of people don't get that, and that's how the world and media control people's minds and brains and stuff. But you have to put yourself first, because like I said, this is your life, this is your story, you're the main character. You cannot let no one control you. You can't let no one tell you what you can and can't do, what you want to do in life. You can't let someone tell you you can't do this because you are this race or ethnicity, or you're a woman, or that you're too short, or that you are plus size, or however you look, or your race or ethnicity, or that you're too old for it or too young. You cannot let people say those things for you. So sometimes you do have to put yourself first, and you have to put your foot down, and you have to advocate for yourself, because how the hell, like I said, how the hell are you gonna be the main character of your own story if you're not putting yourself first, if you're not putting your foot down and advocating for yourself? So the next thing, which is my favorite part of this episode, is having a theme song. I feel like if you're gonna have a theme song, oh, that is main character energy. So I have a few um main songs, hold up, main theme songs, like, not, hold up, oh my gosh. So I have a few theme songs. One of them is, it's an early 2000 song. It came out like 2004, 2005, but it's Man Eater. I don't know that song. It has, I don't know what the artist put in that song, but every time I listen to that song, it really makes me very empowerful, and feels like I do rule the world, especially how the world is ruled by a lot of men. So like that is one of my theme songs. I have a lot of theme songs, but Man Eater is a top tier. I will put in my AirPods, and I will strut. I don't care what people say. I don't care how people view me. I will strut. Like, I remember I would like listen to that song when going to the library or going to my class, which was like not on the main campus. It was like all the way across the street. And I would just listen to it on repeat. And sometimes I do listen to it on repeat in front of my mirror and just dancing my ass off, because it's just a good song. I love early 2000 music, and especially early 2000 pop. I'm not really a pop fan, like, when it comes to music, but I like early 2000 pop, 80 pop, like Michael Jackson. I like 90s pop, and I like R&B. I really like early 2000 and 2010 R&B, but that's like what I listen to. But Man Eater, I will put the link to that song from like YouTube in the show notes if you don't know what song I'm talking about. But it's by the artist. Her name is Nelly. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but if you know the song Promiscuous Girl, then you would know what I'm talking about, because it's on the same album. But I wish I can play it for you guys, but I don't want to get copyrighted. And yeah, but like I said, I will have the song in the show notes down below. So the next thing, and we're almost done. So the next thing is always treating yourself. Treat yourself to lunch, treat yourself to a coffee, treat yourself to flowers. Talking about that, I need to buy myself some flowers soon. Treat yourself to a shopping spree. Treat yourself to dinner, treat yourself to breakfast, treat yourself to a sweet treat. Whatever it is, just treat yourself and don't feel bad about it. It is okay. There's nothing wrong of treating yourself. I literally treat myself to a Kindle. I ordered a Kindle on Thursday. I got it yesterday, and I've been using that thing ever since. And since like all day yesterday and today, and I'm going to try to finish like these books that I'm reading. Like I have the physical copy of it, and I'm gonna finish those or be halfway done, and then I'm gonna be trying to like be halfway done with the book that I'm reading on my Kindle, so then I can start another one, and I can start one of my other physical books. And but no, for real, treat yourself. I always wanted a Kindle, so I treat myself to a Kindle. I bought myself it's like a pastel green color, and I really like it. It's like a mint pastel color, and I'm going to do a reel probably either this weekend, well, either tomorrow or some point next week. I think tomorrow. I have it on my calendar, but I might move it. I don't know. Yo no sé. But I said I don't know. No sé. Yo no sé. No sé. No sé. No sé. You know. Sí, hablo español un poco. Pero, like I was saying, I treat myself to a Kindle. The next thing I want to treat myself is to an alarm clock. I wasn't going to hatch, but I want to get a hatch dupe. I do want to give me an iPad mini or the iPad generation 10. There's a lot of things I want to treat myself to, like that's expensive, and that's why I can't wait to graduate college so I can work a big girl job, and then um pay things off like my credit cards, and then treat myself for some more things, just because why not? Don't It's not a problem to treat yourself. You should always want to treat yourself because you do a lot. You might not seem like you do a lot in life, but you do. And like me, I do a lot. I just finished college, so it was a reward. That Kindle was a reward, especially that I thought I was gonna fail the class and I passed it. Like when I saw my grade on that final exam and it said 90, because I covered the phone and I saw it said 90, I literally dropped down and cried. I dropped down and cried because I'm in a group chat. I was in a group chat, part of like other girls, and we had this like mini study group, and one girl, she, said her grade and she did good. But and I was like, okay, I'm gonna check mine. I logged into my account from my school account and I saw it said 90. I literally, when I say besties, I dropped down and cried. That's how much I wanted to pass this. And half of me thought I would never pass it. So me buying a Kindle so I can read books is it's a reward. And I feel like also a Kindle is better. Yeah, I will always still buy physical books because not all books are on Kindle Unlimited, but I that's something I always wanted because of TikTok, and also because I don't always want to buy books like that. Like I want to like carry something with me if I'm out and about and traveling, and not just carry like a lot of books. So it was like I said, it was a reward for me. Now, the next thing is being obsessed with yourself. Love yourself. Sometimes we are not obsessed with ourselves because of social media. We have dysmorphia. That's what body dysmorphia for some people because of social media. If you have to delete your social media, like the whole account, or just delete it from your phone, do that. But stop comparing yourself. And this goes from like the first thing I said, comparing yourself to other people. Love yourself. Be obsessed with yourself. Always tell yourself, I love you, girl. I love you. You know, you're beautiful. You're this, you're that. Be the type of person that you expect a man to be with yourself. So if you want a man to be obsessed with you, but you know you can't get that because one, you don't want to date at this moment and you want to focus on yourself, or two, men sometimes it's very hard to date nowadays. Be obsessed with yourself like you want a man to be obsessed with you if you had a partner, or if you do have a partner who is obsessed with you, who will always say those positive things to you. Say those things to you. Say those things to you back, and it will really change how you feel about yourself, and it will also change on how you view yourself and how you view the world, and how you're not going to care what you see on TV or TikTok or Instagram or any other social media platform, because you love yourself. So the second to last thing is just accepting on who you are. Just accept that where you're at in life is where you should be at life, and that is okay. Accept that sometimes you have a fast paced journey, or sometimes you have a slow paced journey, and that is okay. It's just accepting on where you are, accepting on who you are, and knowing that once you accept on who you are, a lot of people will accept on who you are, because a lot of people will view you on how you view yourself. And sometimes you have to view yourself positively if you want other people to view yourself positively. But if you view yourself negatively, you have people viewing yourself negatively as well. And then the last thing is just seeing your mistakes as lessons. I feel like this can be very hard for a lot of people, because like, how can you see your mistakes as lessons? Sometimes life is your biggest lesson, and we're living and dealing with life every single day. So when you see your mistakes as lessons and just having a positive outlook on your mistakes, then on a like hold up then a negative outlook, you will start to become the main character. Because even in stories, novels, movies, plays, the main characters makes mistakes, which change how they feel about themselves, and then they do change that and they do something to make it a positive outcome. But besties, that is it for today's episode. Before I close down this episode, again, don't forget to follow You Against You podcast on Instagram and TikTok, which is You Against You pod by Deja. So again, You Against You pod by Deja on Instagram and TikTok. If you want to follow me on my personal TikTok and Instagram, it is Deja DAJAH underscore Nicole NICOLE underscore. Again, you can go follow my business and support my business, which will be in the show notes down below, which is Deja Nicole Beauty. Also, go subscribe to the You Against You podcast if you're watching this on YouTube, and also like and comment. If you are listening to this on Spotify, don't forget to leave a rating, and if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a rating and review. Go subscribe to my main YouTube channel, which is Deja Nicole, or the username Deja Nicole with 3 E's. And remember, it's you against you, not you against the world. And I really do hope that you love today's episode. So before the camera cut off on me, I was recording like the quote and the affirmation, the journal prompt. So again, the quote of the day is, never let fear decide your future. The affirmation of the day is, everything I need to be successful is available to me. And the journal prompt of today's episode is, are you the main character in your story? Everything will be in the show notes, even the journal prompt, the affirmation, and the quotes. And remember, besties, it's you against you, not you against the world. And I really do hope that you liked today's episode, and I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.